Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Trey Money.
What's
What
up,
it do?
bro? What's up, Molly? What's up? What's going
Okay.
on?
How my mic sound?
You sound good, bro. I hear you.
I'm using these headphones first time. These don't sound alright. I can hear you clear as a motherfucker.
Yeah, you sound clear. You sound studio clear.
What up, Woo? Got Slicky Woo, the first one in here
Oh,
today.
you
What up?
already in this joint. Let me see. Oh, all right. What's up, Slim?
We
Good
got the
morning.
version available for those who wanna watch on their phone. Hey, when y'all stepping their game up, man.
All right, yeah. Stream y'all. Yeah, give you something to pay for
Yeah,
change. I ain't
fine.
mad at it.
It's
Ain't
turn
mad
up
at it at
Tuesday.
all.
I was
Turn
at
up
the
Tuesday, Slim.
I know everybody probably looking. Where they at? Where they at? I know Sliggy. Sliggy be
I
on
know,
top.
right?
Y'all at Molly?
Thank you
Oh,
for
you
tapping
got
in, Slicky. I appreciate that.
who else?
Hopefully you are watching from the Morning Max Show page. If you're watching from one of our pages, that's cool too. But I hope want everybody to start tapping into that Morning Max Show page. For real.
Yeah, yeah. I be
Leave
sharing
a
it.
heart or a thumbs up, laughing emoji. Leave some type of reaction on the morning page.
I be sharing it from my page.
Hmm
So
It don't matter as long as you tapped in, but
yeah,
you
yeah.
know
Just trying to get more people on the page so when we start posting on there, they can have some updates on anything we might
they can
got
know exactly where to tap into. Yeah, I won't be looking for updates or
missed the
a
show.
message to let y'all know what's going on, or y'all already know where to tap into. But thank you for being in here, Slicky. Shoot. It's kind of chill bill outside. I didn't bring my ass inside this morning. I thought I was gonna be outside cooling it, but nah.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna go warm up and keep my ass and do the show inside today. It ain't
Yeah,
that type of morning for
it's
real.
that joint, man.
Hmm
All right, Weezy. I sent you the link on Instagram if you watching on YouTube. And I sent it out to mostly everybody. That should go right there. What up, Weezy Wee?
Right on
Hey
time.
y'all, hey.
Good morning. What's up?
On the move,
Happy
man.
Tuesday. Yeah, y'all know I'm on the train.
What station you at?
The font.
Oh, that's what's up. What's up? That's all right. Just be careful wherever you going.
Little Red Riding Hood.
What's up, Malik? Thank you for that reaction on the Morning Max Show page. I appreciate
Hey,
that.
hey, Slicky, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans,
Yeah,
to
Yeah, I
those
forgot about
living
that
and
too.
no longer with us. If you're in the area, U Street with an African American memorial, they're having some type of ceremony there, so go past there. I went past, they were doing some music at first, they have a band there. But
Yeah,
if you're in the area, go down there and sit and see what they're talking about. Go get
yeah,
celebrated for all the wonderful sacrifice that you made. Well, not wonderful, but for the sacrifice that you made. And we appreciate you for being so wonderful.
yeah. I ain't mad at that. That's gracious.
talk to on
That's
Weezy.
gracious.
Yeah, I want to go down there. They probably got some free food. They probably giving away some extra turkeys. You never
Hell
know.
yeah. Cause
Anybody need
yeah,
some turkeys, reach out to me too, man. We still got more turkeys down there at the church. So probably got about 20 turkeys left. They gonna go too. You know how
oh, they
fast
gonna people gonna get them.
they go.
People
Y'all
gonna
need
get them.
Shoot, not only that, these restaurants sometimes they can go to and get free meals. So y'all better look it up. Don't get
Yeah,
y'all some free breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and take
yeah.
something home.
Hopefully nobody feel like they in need. If anybody does come across the stream and they hear anything about something like that, I would hope that they can feel like they can reach out to somebody, privately, and you know, something can be worked out. Somebody can do something.
well, you can
It's the time to band together if somebody does need something though. It sounds good, but what sacrifices?
he done got
Well,
Malik
happy
started.
Tuesday, Malik. Don't start it. You know they sacrifice
Got
their
him
body and their family, so do something for this government. Okay. You know
started.
what sacrifices I'm talking about. They're mental, they're emotional, they're physical being. They sacrifice their lives for the goal or the aim of the government. It's not really to protect us because a lot of times we start stuff, but we're not going into that. Okay. We're gonna celebrate those people.
I'm just trying to give a little love to the ones that was
We're
out
gonna
there.
celebrate
So
the
I'm
people who
trying.
actually gave of themselves when they didn't
Yeah,
have to. Okay, Malik, thank you.
I get it, Malik. Though I get you, but
I get it too, but he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Malik is a
mm,
fire starter. I love it. I do love it. I do.
mhm.
Yeah,
but
you know.
at the same time, there was I feel like there's levels to it. Back then, I feel like people had a different mindset. I mean, people still, you know, they want to. I feel like people have more insight on what they might be getting into nowadays. I feel like beforehand, I feel like some people were forced to be in it, but I feel like people had a different intention when they were joining the army. Whether it be like, I mean, still financial security, other things like that, but I think it was different intention. I mean, anybody who still is out there, bombs going off, shit, popping off around them, anybody that was out there, I still give you a praise. Neither here nor there, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm just against war. So I was like, man, I don't know what these people be doing. I just know at the end of the day, most time the people who got into it or had the disagreement, they not out there fighting. I like
Yeah.
the old movies when they used to get on the horse. The king be out there with them. Let's go. We going to war.
Yeah.
You
on
know,
the
most
line with them.
when they send people out, like, don't be starting shit and getting us killed. But
Hell
I ain't
yeah, nowadays your ass a pawn.
for
That's just like
those
they
who
say.
had the
The
choice.
armor work for the United States. They're called in-house security.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel, I feel for them. We're gonna celebrate their lives because everybody ain't had the knowledge to know that, they probably ain't had to go out there and risk their life, or they probably had the knowledge of what they was really fighting for.
yeah,
Some people knew what they was really fighting for. They probably be like, I ain't going over there, but they tell you these people trying to harm us as Americans and your family and your loved ones and your future great grandkids might not have a chance. We all would die up on a grenade for them. So
mhm.
I understand how they did it, for those who actually, went for those things. Hey, we're gonna
Yeah.
celebrate,
I mean, shit, when
celebrate.
you actually in there, your intel is controlled. You ain't just flipping on the news to see what America's saying
Yeah.
about
Uh-huh.
you overseas and stuff. You just your intel is not the same, so you might put take pieces together when you get back. But when you in there, whatever your mission is, still as property of or whatever of the military anyway, you whatever your mission is, that's what you're supposed to be there to complete. So if you told that you're doing that, you don't know that it's a secret deal of oil or something, being traded, but for, and that's why you there shooting people. You don't know why you really there. I don't. Yeah. So neither here nor there. I know ain't nobody
Because they
shooting
don't
at
tell
me,
you, of
and I
course, they
ain't.
don't tell you all the information. And like Molly
Yeah.
said, if we went back to going to wars with the king or the president leading the day on the front line, I bet you we stopped doing it.
Yeah, I bet you we stop doing that shit. I bet you we cut
Mhm,
it out.
It's
mhm.
easy to sacrifice others. It's a life decision to see if you're gonna go and fight for yourself. Fight for the people you claim you love. You're not
He
gonna go
said,
out there. They're not gonna go out there. It's so easy to send the troops.
when they go invade another country for whatever excuse they made to do it, how does that benefit the American people and how does that protect us? I ain't really personally trying to dig all into that. I didn't even, if we really talking about it, my ass didn't remember it was Veterans Day or whatever in the first place. So I'm falling in line and just saying,
It was
for those
war.
that did go out
That's
there,
what
think
it
whatever they thought they was doing, whatever happened, would you go to war for McDonald's? I know what
was.
you're saying though. You know,
It's tough,
when they
man.
invade another country for
We work to
excuse, they
those
mean
things,
how does it
man.
benefit the American people?
That's why I love it. That we can have these
Difference
conversations,
in opinions.
open people eyes to
Hmm.
the bullshit that be going on out there. It ain't no debate. It ain't no, it's just conversation. A lot of people
Yeah,
get
I do like that.
into the debate, but nah, we can just
He's
let
talking about go to fight for McDonald's.
yeah,
That's what I was geeking off of for a second.
hell yeah, they did. They fighting for a lot of these corporations, these big corporations, but a lot of people don't know that. So if they don't know and they know great
Uh-huh.
that risk this life and for this country, they not trying to hit nothing. So most times it's hard to have discussions with some people when they actually have they fathers and grandfathers that fought in the country and for a war that they believe that it was for this. But when you start opening eyes to these things, there's even old military people coming out saying they weren't there for this. They was really there for that. It's information showing that what they was there for. So it's
Hmm.
like a lot of people can still be alive. It wasn't for American greed, and we know that. So it's just like, what we gonna do about it now? We not gonna constantly keep going out there and fight their war. They ain't gonna have as many numbers that they had back then. It ain't gonna be easy to trick us now. But for some of them kids who got it passed down to them through generation and generation, I think they gonna
Hmm.
be the first ones to hop in line
To
because
actually be
they,
like, nah, we're
yeah.
not. We're gonna put a halt to this. It's starting to grow into that. The more generations are coming in, especially the younger half, is definitely not going for a lot of the stuff that people were that they fell in line with before. I feel like they have pressure on them to have to fall in line with certain things. Get out of line, get out of the box. That's what the United States is a corporation. Yeah, very much so. And one thing that we can control though in this corporation is pulling back our dollars. So I know we want to control any narrative. We can stop the consumption. I can't say Malik that you are a high consumer of anything because I don't know you. But at the same time, we can pull back that money that we spending. So that's what I see in the current wave of stuff online in terms of like what people are onto right now, which is all these holidays and shit. Show these people. If we talking about it, let's show them and not spend it, Hit them where it hurts and hit them pockets. We say thank you for serving, and they what do you say? We say thank you for serving, and they went in so they could go to college
Well,
or
even if
whatever.
they went in for that, Malik, you know that they have to do something. You can't,
Mm-hmm.
hey, most people do things for an initial, most people do things because of what they want to do, but it end up turning something else. You got to do something. You sacrificing, giving them something. Whether it's for school
Something
or not.
somewhere.
A lot of them back in the day went into the military for housing. They went into the
Yeah.
military for food. They had to take care of their families. Was that wrong? Because they thought that was a better day. Now, of course, they get you with, hey, come, we're going to pay for your college. Come, we're going to do this. And a lot of times they still put you through the ringer just to get the services that they say they're going to give you. And you get out of the military, Army, Navy, Air Force, whatever you go in there for, you get out and still don't get treated right. So at the end of the day, if you're not properly informed and you're only going in there because they dangling something that you want, of course you're gonna go in there and do what you think they're gonna do while they manipulate and change your mindset and have you looking at people a different way. You can't even get right when you come outside of the army, military. Outside of the military. I'm sorry, I keep saying army because that's a branch of the military. But either
Mm-hmm.
way, whatever a person goes in there for is whatever it is. And most times people go into the military because they have nowhere else to go. Sometimes they go, these young kids going there because they're getting kicked out of
Be the
their house.
last
They don't
resort.
have
Yeah.
nothing to do. Sometimes people think they are not worthy of anything else but that. They don't have nobody to guide them. So even though we know the truth about what the military is and what it is now and what they go in there and doing, we just say no, they are doing it just for the benefits. Not to say, yeah, that's the initial thing, right? But then they end up going in there, and then they have no choice but to protect the country or protect the interests of the government. And at the end of the day, they're still giving of themselves.
And most of these
It's
jobs
always a
are
trade off.
you're working for somebody else, regardless of whatever job that you choosing, unless you know found your own financial stability through yourself and you make your own money. You don't need to clock. If you somebody blessed enough to not clock into anyone, then I would be doing that kind of talking. But if you somebody that still have to clock in to anybody, then you still succumbing to something somewhere, and it's not. No, most of these jobs out here, if you're not an EMT, and maybe a few other selections, it's not actually helping the country or anyone. You're just making other people rich and lining their pockets. So you got to pick your way, and especially in the time back then, especially people aren't really joining the army as much as they used to. But shit, in the time of redlining and all that other stuff, and a lot of people that joined the army, they came back, still had to deal with racism and not being able to get a home and still not being secure after they left the army. But the pressure was on. Now is the time to talk that shit because people have the ability to talk that shit. Because back then we weren't on no StreamYard talking about some. Oh yeah, stop doing that. We couldn't leave no comment on nobody's live stream and say this is what I feel like. So it's a different time. We can talk that shit because everything open. I'm in my living room online with my people talking shit about what whatever we getting into. But that's a different era. So you know, so the things we say about them are totally incorrect, and perception we have. The things that we say about them are totally incorrect. There's a lot of things that I know are not correct, but I wouldn't fall in line with those things. That's all
Yeah,
I would say. I
yeah,
just wouldn't fall in line with it. I don't succumb to things that I know aren't right. What's up,
yeah.
Mr. John?
I think it's true. Some people truth to them. And most of these people they believe it's true to them. Some people see how Malik said when they see the military, and
Mm-hmm.
some people see it how Louisa was saying. Like it's a good thing to do to actually get through these little tough times in life. So for some people, they might say, they just do it for benefit. Some people say I did it to fight for my country. Some people, but they all doing it for a certain reason. That don't make it correct or incorrect. It's just their truth. So if Ali decide he not fighting for this country, that's his truth. And he had the right to say what he said, but he got punished for it. But it was other people who thought it was a good idea to go fight for the country at that time. That don't make
Right.
them wrong. That just make that's their decision. That's they right. That's how they feel. They feel like they should go out there and lay it all on the line for the people that they love because that's what they believe. So it's hard to tell somebody they wrong if they actually believe something because once they believe something, that's really their truth. So I get
You
both
can't really
sides.
shape the narrative. Yeah.
Yeah. I send you some on.
Hey, Mr. Bivens.
Yeah, that is my
What's up,
man.
E?
T-Pain. I
E in
joined
here too. What's up,
that.
E?
Okay. He said he joined because he needed a job. Mr. Bivens, our man John.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Eric.
Happy Veterans Day, Mr. John.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy Veterans Day. Either way, like you said, Molly, I agree with what you said, and we can see both sides. Not everyone can see both sides. We are able to see what it really is. We also can respect those that went with the, went in. You know what I'm saying? And I like, Malik he's always here to teach us or share with the knowledge that he has. So I really appreciate him coming on, always sharing and telling us things and sharing it with everybody else who can understand. My bad, y'all. I'm on this loud train.
You all good.
Yeah, so either way, at the end of the day, no matter what, I always learn from Malik and Molly and Trey. I learn from everybody coming here on the panel and in the audience. But I'm still going to tell these people. Happy Veterans Day.
A lot of this shit paid in holidays. Some people ain't gonna let it go, man. It's been a tradition that passed on all this Christmas.
Oh, I know.
And a lot of it, honestly, a lot of that shit is coached. I'm not cutting you off. I'm just throwing it out there. A lot of that shit is coached. Like, it's passed down that all your family did that you're gonna do this too.
Yeah, family did that go in the year.
That's why I was saying that military thing get passed down. Christmas traditions get passed down. Thanksgiving, birthdays. It's up to that individual to say, "Oh, I learned a few things about this. I'm not doing it." But it's still, you gotta remember, what was once your truth is still others' truth. You know it might be wrong. That's why I do, like Malik said. That don't make it true, but that do make it true to that person, that one individual. So you got to be careful with some people because they'll shade away or fall all the way back when you just too hard on them. Because I remember when I first heard Santa wasn't real. You think I was trying to hear that shit? I was like, you mean Santa? So I'm not getting no toys this year. I'm thinking that Santa not real. Like, what's going on? Then when you find out the truth, it's cool. So when you start to find out a lot of these other things that really not real, you just be like, oh my God. And you say to other people, and you be like, nah, they really talking about this, or they really talking about that. They programming this all messed up. They back how I was when I was a kid. What you mean Christmas is a pagan holiday? What you mean Halloween is a night that they worship the devil and stuff like that? It don't make sense to them because growing up, that was just time to get candy. They don't understand. They just understand the treat. They don't understand the tricks. So they just think it's when you
I like the way you did that.
They don't know too much about it. So, I love it though. I got a clip we're gonna share about what they saying about what's Veterans Day. So we have an idea of what people
I like that. And that's what's up.
In the world.
Let's tap in.
Soldiers from wars both
I'll get to y'all
old and
comments
new
too.
march down city streets. Flags hang from homes, businesses, even car antennas. Ceremonies remember those who dutifully served their nation. It's Veterans Day, or Remembrance Day, as it's known in much of the world, a time to honor members of the armed forces. And it all began in a railroad car with a document to end the war to end all wars. World War I, also known as the Great War, shocked the global community with its unprecedented toll in human life. Untold millions were killed. Germany was running low on manpower and supplies, so they agreed to sign an armistice, or truce, in the French commander Ferdinand Foch's private rail car. On the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, all was quiet on the Western Front. The fighting had ended. Exactly 1 year later, President Woodrow Wilson decreed that Americans should observe a moment of silence at 11 a.m. to remember the armistice and to embrace the peace. Other Allied nations commemorated the peaceful anniversary as well. In England and Canada, citizens wore paper poppies. Poppies had become a symbol of the armistice. The poem Flanders Field described a one-time battlefield. In Flanders Field, the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row. In America, the nation's first unknown soldier was laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery on Armistice Day, 1921. He was a casualty of the Great War. Since that first memorial, other unknown soldiers from America's wars have been interred in the tomb. And it's become tradition for the president or one of his representatives to lay a wreath on the monument every November 11th. A resolution was passed in 1926 inviting all Americans to remember Armistice Day and the soldiers who fought so hard for peace. The idea caught on. By 1938, the day was marked with so many ceremonies and parades, Congress made it a legal holiday, giving people the day off work. After World War II and the Korean War, Americans wanted to open up the holiday to include not just World War I veterans, but all who served in combat. In 1954, President Dwight Eisenhower, a World War II vet himself, legally changed the U.S. Armistice Day to Veterans Day, honoring those who served in all American wars. For a brief time starting in 1971, Congress moved the holiday to the fourth Monday in October, giving Americans a 3-day weekend. But most people rejected the idea. The traditional date of November 11th, the anniversary of the Great War's ceasefire, was too historically important to forget. President Ford reversed the law in 1975, returning Veterans Day back to its rightful date. Over the decades, the holiday has changed with the times. Originally, it was a call for world peace. Then in the U.S., it became a day to remember war veterans. Today, Veterans Day is set aside to honor not just those who served in war, but also those who have served their nation in peace.
I like that joint. Okay.
Talking about
I
serve the
got
nation in peace. Ain't been no peace. But anyway.
I got some, and then when the fuck, I was about to be on the same shit for real. I'm gonna start from the comments at the bottom going up. Um, Malik says, "Does anybody know the meaning of legal and association of it with people?" Yeah. Does anybody know the meaning of legal association of it with people? Um, is there
Tell us,
honestly a
Malik.
definition? Because I feel like there's a loophole to everything,
Tell us,
and
Malik, when you ask us a question, answer the question. Because even if I probably don't even know, or I don't know. I read a lot of stuff, but sometimes I forget. So tell us. And
he said,
what you
"There go
supposed to
that
ask
word legal
about
again."
the flag with the tassels that go on it and the ones without it.
Oh yeah,
I
that was
think
Eve's comment.
I think as far as that, I think when you go on the court and you see the flag with the tassels, no, I think the one without the tassels. Damn it, I can't remember. I'll talk about this
Yeah,
with somebody
gold
else.
strip on it. Y'all could drop them facts though.
Strip
He said,
means
"Who knows where
it's
the
under a different rule or under a different law, something like that. I think in the courthouse. I
who
can't
knows
remember.
why there's a gold
I
strip on the
don't
U.S.
like
flag?"
legal because some people that just to me, anytime I hear the word legal, it sounds like somebody's creating a rule. It's
Yeah,
just like, what you mean legal? Is it legal to drive? Like, what you mean legal to travel? So they be finding words like application
everything legal until you
means
say
submit.
otherwise.
So anytime you sign an application, it really means you submitting to something.
Yeah,
But a lot of people don't be knowing that, and they don't teach you that. So there's a lot of stuff. Whenever times I hear laws and stuff like that, I be like, nah, it's something. Anytime they put legal in it, like somewhere it's legal to carry, some places it's not legal to carry. So based on what they talking about, it's like legal. It's like, what did y'all make legal? What
oh, I
was
see what he's saying. He said that flag represents the laws of the sea, which the people are under policy, codes, acts, and resolution. They said Americans, well, let's reflect on that one real quick. That flag represents the laws of the sea, which the people are under policy, codes, and acts and of resolution. I mean, codes, acts, and resolution. My bad. Legal and
Mhm.
illegal are not for people. Well, yeah, because we're not the ones that set and determine what that is. That's just the way of structuring things to make things play out the way they wanted to play out. You know?
Yeah. Laws of the sea, that's why everything, because it's more water than land, so they
Yeah.
gotta do, everything laws of the sea. That's why you get delivered to the doctor. That's why you
Mm.
sign a birth certificate. Everything that get delivered to the doc got a certificate. It's so much thing that's why you got money flow. Is everything dealing with the currency, it's just everything dealing with the water, so it is a lot with it that they don't really teach us about it.
Legal and illegal are not for the people. Yeah.
It's
Like I
only
said, we're not the ones that's setting it for real. So I understand, Legal and illegal is only for corporations because the people have become corporations without their notice. Yeah, collateral without knowing, you know.
that's
But you got some people that want to fall in line regardless. They understand and they do realize, but they think they're going to play a certain game and get around stuff. With my status change, I'm not under legal and illegal. I'm under lawful and unlawful, the laws of God. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He the one to be really coming on here and dropping knowledge and gems and stuff on how to navigate, how to move. So I'm all for that. I appreciate the what you giving this morning.
Yeah, and I
I'm
be
all for
wondering
that.
what the disagreement is about. A lot of people with the war ended, they finally came. What was they fighting about?
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
the
like,
thing.
what are they fighting about? More land? It's just like it ain't enough for all of us out here. We can't find a way to live together. They always fighting to say this is ours, this is yours. Know what? We want what they got over there. It's just like, what the hell is we doing as people? And then we'll turn around and celebrate once we stop fighting. Be like, yeah, we stopped. We shouldn't have fought in the first place.
They
And
know
why?
that's all we looking for. Americans just want to make some hamburgers, hot dogs, pop some fireworks, drink beers and shit. They already know we don't want so much before we satisfied.
You
Lee
said,
said there are two laws. What did he say? My bad. There are
no,
two
go.
laws. Something. There are two laws that govern the whole planet: the laws of the sea and the laws of the land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, because that's why there's invisible places that visible lines you can't cross. If you can't hear anybody, you might want close all out, close your windows and everything, and come back in. It's, it's probably
Yeah,
better now. I think I can hear you.
you can hear.
You can hear us?
I can hear everybody now.
All right,
Can
good.
y'all hear me?
Good. What's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today?
Feeling good. I like the conversation. I like what we're talking about right now for real. I like the conversation.
Yeah, man. You're a
Something
veteran.
enlightening on this Tuesday.
Mm. Oh,
Mhm.
it's always beautiful when you can have a intellectual conversation,
Yeah, because it
especially
ain't too many
about,
circles I
especially
step in where I can have that shit. So I take it when
and
I can get it for real.
y'all conversations be having foundation, and definitely learning something every time I hear y'all speak. So
That's
I
what's up.
definitely
That's how it's
appreciate
supposed
it.
to go. That's what y'all supposed to get from this platform. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't want nobody chiming in to watch me talk about some bullshit. To be honest, I don't want you to watch me talk about shit. It ain't about no likes or no sharing shit. Don't share nothing that's bullshit. If I'm giving you bullshit, let me
Right,
know. You know. So
right.
I'm glad it's that type of energy on here. I like people like Malik and you and Molly, especially Phoenix talking that shit. So I'm all for it.
Us to represent the
We need
laws
more of
of
that.
the land and not the laws of sea. And I mean that's the thing. And I seen some before I read human beings in another meaning means sea monster for some reason. And I was wondering that it was another language. So
I'm trying to tap into the whole mermaid thing because it's a lot of people has a lot of stories about things that they've seen, and it's a lot of stuff in books that I'm starting to come across that's making me look sideways at the water. To be honest, but you know, Malik
Can
said
I say
wonderful,
something, y'all?
magnificent, and great. Go ahead, bruh. I don't know if
you
it's
ain't
Tank.
got no connection over there.
Oh, come on, bruh. I know he's about to
Ah,
say something solid. That's all right. You
yeah.
can let him
Look,
tap back
look,
in. He probably
look.
moving around the house and shit. So let that
Tap
connection
your
come back.
eye.
I want to see if it. Yeah, I was going to see if it like kind of shake back up.
Yeah, screen y'all. They want to
There you go.
the solo screen. Okay, we good.
All right, there you go. You say you was about to say something?
You better say, oh,
Hello.
cut that
Uh,
Judge Judy
Yeah,
off.
whatever you
yeah,
watching,
nah.
you gotta turn it down a little bit. That's straight and loud.
No.
You in there watching Judge Judy.
Uh,
At that motherfucking People's Court.
you
Oh,
gotta cut whatever you watching. You gotta turn it down a little bit because it's taking over your mic. And then when you come back, we'll we'll unmute you so we can hear what you gotta say. We are masculine and feminine, not males and females. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, elaborate, explain,
yin and yang.
or yeah, or touch on that some more, Malik, in the comments while you talking. Go ahead, E.
What I'm about to say is, all religions teach you that before the human being was even here, there was nothing but darkness. There was
Yeah,
the void is making it livable for a human being. That's where the void comes in at. I'm saying,
yeah,
but you got to remember one thing. The Bible also tells you, you know what I'm saying, or in every literature tells you that the sea is where the devil is at.
yeah,
So every the lower you go down in the sea, the larger the creatures get. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And Leviathan, that's real. Everything they show you, that like there is a galactic law, and that is you cannot be tricked. You cannot you have to give every entity uh, uh um invitation in order to mess with your life.
yeah,
You can take that if you understand who you are as energy. Then there's nothing that you can there's nothing that can destroy you. There's nothing
yeah,
that can destroy. Those words mean a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Our thoughts and what we watch on TV, that is a precipitation of how our day is going to go, especially from the time you wake up to the time you go to
yeah.
bed. You know what I'm
You were
saying?
so sharp. Yeah,
Yeah, these a lot of people don't know, like say, in life, you get everything you ask for. But if you don't know how to ask for things and you don't know how to ask not for things, then you have yourself in problems.
yeah,
Them saying everything that you see on cartoons, the monsters and all that, you got to sit back and say, well, where did these thoughts come from?
yeah,
It had to come from something that someone saw and passed it on. And as time went along, it became as a joke. You
yeah.
gotta remember, back in the day, to use the word crazy means, oh, he needs to be locked away.
Oh
Now
yeah.
it's oh no, they have a mental health problem. You can put them away, but you got to put them in the hospital, or we got to work with them.
Mm-hmm.
Society is built on a clock, rules, and ways to make you suffer. That's what society is built on. You know what I'm saying? This this this
Oh,
this 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 fake ass gang we got running in the United States, the Democrats, Republicans, and the head of the gang is the president, and he got all the military as his foot soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all a game. And if you fall for what you seen on TV and all this gossip and all that that's being passed around that don't have no foundation, then you fall within the realm of society. That's
I
why a
got
watch.
some on the I got some on the screen real quick, not to cut you off at all. That Molly pulled up about human beings possibly being sea monsters. So AI overview says the phrase "human being" in quotation, human being. Human being mean sea monster is not common English expression, but rather appears to stem from specific interpretation related to legal dictionaries and conspiracy theories. The idea originates from certain older law dictionaries like Ballantyne's Law Dictionary in 1930, where the entry of human being, the term human being, included a reference to sea monster. The legal definition of monster is an old common law referred to a human offspring born with severe physical deformity um, that rendered them unable to inherit property or land. Okay, shit. I didn't know that. A misinterpretation of this cross reference was led to various conspiracy theories, particularly with fringe legal movements claiming that in a secret legal sense, all human beings are classified as monsters or sea monsters, therefore lack rights. Shit, I ain't know
Whoa,
nothing about that.
Man, fuckers over.
whoa,
I ain't know nothing about
whoa,
that.
whoa.
I said I was gonna,
Academics.
yeah, because I'm looking into that, and trying to understand what they mean by certain things. Because a lot of books is talking about, the life in the water and everything.
Yeah.
Um, but I didn't know nothing about that.
People had a lot of videos too, like sharing these old dictionaries where they had that reference in there on the human beings. But
Hmm.
now you don't see too many of them, and now it's a conspiracy theories, all type of stuff now. But I was like, they might trying to find a way for people to start claiming it. But I think because most people was living off the sea, you had a lot of pirates back in the day. I think a lot more people was in the water. I think they was fighting in the water. That's why you see old movies when they shooting cannons at each other from boat to boat and
Hmm.
stuff like that. I think that's why a lot of the laws was made around the sea And now that we more on land now and fighting wars on land
Hmm.
and the sky and the sea, now they got the land. I mean, the laws of the land and the sea. But I think before then, I just like, but who made these laws and who's still governing these laws? That's the part that be blowing me. It's just like who got that much power?
To really, yeah.
It just
Do you
be
think that any of this possibly like the whole not okay? Because it really kind of reshaped my narrative after I just read what I was reading, off the page that you pulled up. So now I kind of have different thoughts. But I was also wondering because I like a lot of National Geographic type stuff, or stuff based on different like civilizations. And there's I forgot what country it was, but these people like live by the water. They don't need no type of oxygen tank or nothing to swim. They can be underwater for like you know for a brick. And I don't know if it's just adaptation. People just used to living over water, but I'm wondering if because it's always like even like the Monsters Inc. joint, how it's really based on our energy that it's talking about. It don't really say it that way, but it's based off of our like the fear mongering and shit, the energy that comes off of us when we feel like anxiety, anxious. That's how it's being pulled. I wonder if that has anything to do with the people that are naturally still living out there on the water, like that deep sea dive without equipment and stuff like that. There's plenty of videos of people that
Yeah,
of different ages, might be 72 years old down there swimming down to the bottom of the water to get, you know. So I'm wondering, I don't know. That kind of opened my mind up to a couple different thoughts for real.
that goes
uh,
that goes back
well,
that goes back to what we were just talking about. You still have indigenous people in different on different planes that don't deal with society, have never been around society. They
Yeah.
don't go by the modern rules of society. They still hunt. They still they like we. I'll put it like this: what a lot of people don't know about the history of the United States is, like, once again, it's a corporation, and everybody that's inside of the United States is working for this corporation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What's up,
saying?
Kyle?
Now, I asked the question of, do anybody know what the gold around the
No, I
flag
didn't.
mean?
I didn't.
Okay, that is ownership of the British. That's
Okay.
who own. See. The United States is owned. It's
Yeah.
owned. The president is just, once again, he's not the CEO. He's just the president. You know what I'm saying? Y'all asked the question about who came up with the Treaty of Air, Land, and all that. That goes back to the Paul Revere days. That was so no country could have monopoly over another. You have to
Hmm.
have There has to be an understanding. Them saying to go to war. There has to be an understanding. Well, a misunderstanding to go to war. But there
Hmm.
has to be an understanding. Whereas though one person, even our president, can't just go to war. He has to go through like through a committee, and this committee, which is the individuals who run this world, which is 9 times out of 10 the obligates. You know what I'm saying? They the ones who gonna say, "Oh no, go to war with them and go to war with this." See, he's only the king on the board. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why they say chess is the best game in the world, because you control the king, which means this is your world. And that is exactly what goes on in life today.
Well, the idea of
Everybody,
chess. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
everybody has a role to play. You know what I'm saying? And if I'll give you the best example in the world. What's so bad about a con artist?
Shit, I think the con artist is the smoothest motherfucker around, honestly, because they know how to get in any space or get anything they need out of any situation, in my opinion. But it might not be a popular opinion, but yeah, shit.
That was the best answer you could give. You want to know why people don't like con artists? Because the
Hmm.
con artist outsmarts them.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can play with your brain. I want to know if I can play with an individual's brain.
That part.
Anything you can't control, the government shuts it down. And
Yep.
it's just that simple.
Dismantles it.
better.
the black people, we make things. We are the creators of every goddamn thing on the face of this fucking earth. It's the
Yeah.
white people that we allow to come in and basically tell us, "Hey, you got to be scared of something. You got to be scared of something.
Pretty
You
much.
got to put fear in your hearts." See, because
Yeah,
you got to
about
understand
something.
one thing. This is another thing that all teachers tell you. Black people are the most loving people on this planet because we're a part of this planet. We're a
Hmm.
part of this planet. Everybody else ain't a part of this motherfucker. We're a part
Yeah.
of this. If you go back in history, every every race, quote race, every color, because we are colored, because we come in every flavor. We come
What's
in
up,
every
baby?
flavor.
What's up, JB?
You have you have white people that think they're white, but guess what? They're definitely black. We we are the
Well, the
creators of
white is
everything.
a
We just allow white people to come in. No, we allow
what's up,
white people to
Christy
come in
Bacon?
and make laws and rules. We make a car. What do? They go, motherfuckers, say, "Hey, well, let's find a way to charge them for the gas."
Yep.
You got black people over in Africa that came up with ways to drive cars without gas. What do? They snatch them up and something happened to them.
Oh
You
man,
can't even
yeah.
do nothing on Instagram. Yeah. See, what we fail to realize is when we get on Instagram and we putting up all these little pictures and all that, you don't do nothing but give your government more firepower to fuck your life up if you ever become big.
Yeah. Yeah.
The biggest
Because
problem with
everything
black
is
people
it,
now,
nothing goes away when it's on the internet. It's there
that's
forever.
right.
It's
And
stored somewhere, even if you delete it. You
the
know?
biggest problem with black people is we forgot who we are. We forgot our identity. We trying to look at everybody else's identity and then make our identity like theirs. The creativity has stopped. Our
Mhm.
creativity is like at a standstill. It has been there for a few years. For a few years. And yes, ma'am, I apologize for saying color because you're right. It is shades. You're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? And,
Shade.
and, and why we on this, like since we're going down the rabbit hole. Y'all mind
Yeah,
going
let's
down the
keep
rabbit
going.
hole?
Oh, you gonna let
Okay.
us
Let's
in the
keep going.
conversation?
Shit.
You don't talk 20
Okay,
minutes
now
straight.
I don't wanna take up y'all show by
Nah.
giving
Yeah,
y'all
Nah,
my
you
business.
here. You on the screen
Okay.
for a reason. Go ahead.
Okay. Now
definitely.
I'll give y'all this. Um, the thing, closest, the closest thing to our father, our creator, is a child. The child
Yeah.
is so innocent.
Yeah.
You're not born into sin. You're taught sin. It's a difference.
Hmm.
You're not born into sin. You're taught sin. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're taught sin through your parents, your uncles, your aunts, the people you're around. You're taught sin through their visions, the way that they feel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, majority of the time, we do things not because of we want to do it. We do it because we want to fit in. We want to be with the in crowd and all that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if we stop trying to be like the next person, because if you look at it like this, you got all these people walking around with pink, orange, yellow, white. Yeah, look, that's your style. Be who your style is. But I have a problem, and the problem is if everybody trying to be like black people, why the hell is we trying to be like them? Why
Yeah.
the hell is we trying to be like them? If the world tells you that they want to be just like these complexion people, then why would you want to be like them? They're already telling you
Because
don't be. They don't even want to be themselves.
because the well, keep everybody in confusion and keep everybody desiring something else. Um I'll say if I can give an example off the top of my head, I'll just say I don't know, like these not this platform, but these random podcasts and stuff. There's something put in play like a Joe Rogan or I don't know. I don't want to name no whack ass platform, but a lot of these elements and the people that are allowed to speak and allowed to talk and allowed to do all these things online, allowed to blow up, all those things, all everything fits a narrative for somebody. Anybody who like really blows, anybody who knows anything about the industry, we really talking this conscious stuff right now. Anybody who became a household name, even if you're not a household name, if you're allowed to thrive, because mind you, everything's controlled. Everything about viewership, all that for the most part is controlled. If you're allowed to have a place at a table somewhere, that's because that place is doing something for somebody, not just the monetary part, but the mental part of taking over their mind. Maybe you want to put somebody out there that's going to have um these guys saying fuck these bitches. Maybe you want to have a few. Maybe I'm going to sign a few artists who's going to say, "Oh, fuck these niggas, get money. You don't need no man." All of that. So everybody is allowed to be put in a place because there's an agenda that goes behind it. So you're going to have, for instance, the reason why I feel like, not even to get into physical stuff, but if we're talking about it, the reason why when you said something about people want to be other people, why we don't want to be ourselves, it's not that people that, like, for instance, I'll say our people, our women and stuff like that, don't want to be themselves necessarily, but when, like, for instance, the narratives change. Instead of it being the white girl with the little, she got no ass, she got no butt, she got no, it could be subtle things that uh that now she looks the part. Now you feel like you got to ante up on her to be better than her. So now you need more body than she got and all that. It's a place for everything. Everybody's put in a place. Like the Kim Kardashians. I mean, everybody's put in a place to shape a narrative. So now you got all these girls, these white girls pumped up and everything. They got bodies like the black women. Now the black women feel like they got to ante up, have more ass or more whatever to be something that they naturally were in the first place. Like they were already this, but it's the power dynamic. I mean, it's somebody put in place to shape every narrative. I can't even, you know, I can't even answer anything specific because
Let
there's so many little tactics to
let me help you. Let me help you.
help me.
All right. You're absolutely right that see, like I said, we're gonna speak on some things.
Yeah,
See,
yeah, we're doing it.
this
We're
right
doing it.
here, this right here.
Idiot box, Pandora's box.
Right, right. This is the most damaging thing that we used to have in our house. Or it's one of the most damaging things that we have in our house. Besides now computer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because as I said, see, the thing is this: if you have a bunch of individuals, right, that are following everything you say with no argument and all that, then you can do as you want, right?
Of course.
So the system is created to,
All right, Kyle, holla.
okay, it's created to divide the masculinity from the submissive. And the
Very
reason
true.
why it's going like that is because, once again, it's easier for this gang, and like I said, I'm gonna keep on calling it the gang because that's what it is. It's easy for this gang to say, "Hey, we can do this, we can do that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that." Promises, promises. That's what all these candidates is. They just a bunch of promises. That's how they gonna tell you a bunch of promises. You vote, man. They ain't gonna do that. But it's as long as we have a submissive community, we can do whatever we want to do. That's why Trump brought all these national guard on. They're trying to make Washington D.C. submissive. If he's submissive, then guess what? Everybody follows.
More technology we
The
get, the more
TV,
involved
the
we get.
TV basically, the TV basically does nothing but bring out emotions, and like I said, it mess your day up a whole lot.
I got a
It's not
comment
one
that
thing.
go with that. Somebody
Okay.
in the comment was saying, what did he say? Pull it back up about the technology. He said the more technology we get, the more we get away from nature. It's kind of what I feel like you was on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's let me say this.
Well, he tapped out.
He's probably lost service or some shit.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
just
okay.
about to shout him out. Hey, Uncle E.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was talking that shit.
on
As soon as
fire.
you can, get back on this joint. Let me read some of Malik comments because he been leaving comments that I've been kind of missing because we've been talking. He
Yeah.
said, "Imagine growing up and seeing a kid at the playground that doesn't know who they are, where they came from, or where they're going. That's the African American people are. That's what they are as a whole. People don't want to be themselves because people don't believe in themselves. Okay,
It's not
That's
even.
true. They
Right.
don't know what to believe in. You
It's
know.
not. It's not belief. It's not belief. It's an investment. See
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like. All right, let me. This is what I tell. This is what I tell all my nephews, nieces, and all that. Right? I tell all my kids. We concentrate too much on what happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting it fixed, instead of moving forward, we take whatever happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody's gonna have heartache in their life. Everybody's gonna
Yeah.
have heartache in their life. But like I said, it's how you handle that heartache. And that goes back to the mental process that you were taught as a youngin, that when you come up, like somebody in your family, when they went through something, they went through a drinking binge, some type of binge. Everybody don't take on that trait, but it seems like one person always takes on that trait. You know what I'm saying? And they make the situation more about them than the situation really is. It's really not that serious, but they're making just the most serious thing in the world. And then they go into a state of depression. Then they go into a state of depression, and everybody wonder what's going on. When for real, it's only the individual is the only thing about themselves. A lot of people love to be pitied. Believe that. Believe that. You know what I'm saying, if we, like I said, my main thing is, if it happened yesterday, okay. If it happened just now, okay. Let's deal with it and keep moving forward. I know it is easier said than done, but guess what? If you look at it like that, your day and your life go so much easier. Guess what? The
I
rent
feel
gonna
you
get
on that.
paid. The rent gonna get paid. It's not gonna get paid on time, but it's gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? The bills
Right.
don't, they're gonna get, everything's gonna get paid. But we're gonna sit back and we're gonna stress for this whole 24 hours. We're stressing because it's not getting paid right here at that moment. No, no. Just give us some time. Let everything work its way out. There's a thing called patience, which is a virtue. If you're patient, everything comes to you. It's the impatient people that jump on everything just like that and then figure out, oh
Hmm.
well, it's not going right. No, because you never gave it a chance. You never gave the process a chance to work. You know what I'm saying?
You said that.
If one, yeah, if one door open, damn, why you can't wait for the second or third door open? Because it seems like when doors open, they almost get better. You just gotta have that time process. Okay, look, I'm looking for a job. I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks. From the first interview, I'm gonna do 4 interviews for in 2 week process. Okay, you got 4 different options. People themselves options no more. Like I said, it's all in what they see. Oh, I see a rapper on TV with some goddamn skin tight shorts on, with a tattoo on his thighs. You know what I'm saying? Wearing pink, with a pink belt, purple belt. Look, but this is what our youngers are saying. Oh, he's fly. No, he's not fly. He's not fly. That's just not cute. That should no. That's
Yeah.
what that is. It's a red card. That's see what, like I said. That goes back to us talking about Hollywood. And anytime you see somebody's face on TV, there's a sacrifice that he must make. There's a sacrifice that you got to make whenever you on TV 24/7 and all that.
Yeah.
Hollywood is only built. Hollywood is not built on real money. It's built on numbers inside of a computer. That's why the average individual, once Hollywood cut them off, oh, now they broke and now they a drug addict and all this. Because it's about the numbers. They stress all the way out. Because guess what? I had 900,000 in my bank account last night. And because I'm arguing with this producer and they fired me, I don't have no money. They're talking about they're gonna foreclose on my house. How did all this happen overnight? Because you didn't make the sacrifice you're supposed to make. But that goes back to even us. In order for us to have a better life, we got to find out what our vice is, and we got to make a sacrifice. If it's drinking, if it's smoking, whatever it is, that's the only way you're going to, man, get yourself in a better position and learn how to manipulate the system. And manipulating the system is manifesting.
Hmm.
Once you learn how to manifest, your life becomes totally different because you see past all the bullshit, the games, and
Hmm.
you gotta stop giving these entities power over you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, like, like you gotta take the power away from emotional bondage. You gotta take the power away from having people around you that's not for you. You got self-talk is everything. Self-talk
Yeah.
is your self-talk is what manipulates the atmosphere and brings all the good or the bad.
The more self talk you
Whenever
do with yourself, the more you realize that others don't.
You're absolutely right. Cause I'm put like this. It's crazy that people see your light. When you're spiritually elevating, people see your energy and they see your light.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that like people don't like individuals with the light. The reason why is because you're a danger. The reason why you're a danger is because you're going to command all the attention when you come around. You don't have to say anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say a damn word. You can just go around people. Everybody's going to want to command some type of attention from them. The
Mm-hmm.
ones that's going to come the most is the ones that's hurting that they know you will share your light, but you can't share your light with everybody
Mm-hmm.
because you have light stellars, and these are the individuals that, man. Guess
Yeah.
what?
Energy vampires and shit.
No matter what goes good in their life, they're only going to see bad, and they
You
only
don't
want.
manipulate the system. You get out the system and come to the private side. Get out of the public. Mm. Your comments been hitting too, Malik. I see him. Yeah. Oh, I ain't mean to cut you silent. I was just reading a comment out, kind of
No,
out to
no, no, no,
myself.
no, no. It's no. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why I like what that person said, but also I'm gonna tell you like this. If y'all look at and I'm gonna tell you how I honestly be living sometimes. If you look at the Matrix, right,
Yeah.
when they first told him it was basically a program,
Yeah.
and they were walking and everybody stopped, and he said, "That's crazy that out of everybody you look at the girl in the red dress." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Temptation.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, but that's what goes on a daily basis. So, me being the individual that I am, like I said, I can only give you an example of myself.
Yeah.
I don't have a bad day. I don't be having a bad day. I haven't had a bad day in God knows how long. I haven't had a bad
Yeah.
day. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
the reason why I haven't had a bad day is because, like, if I make something this big, then I'm messing with my mental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're not in control yet. If that was the case, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're right.
it's like I said, it's all about knowing that you're not living for today, you living for tomorrow. So if
Mm-hmm.
something happens today and you still alive, you can get it right together tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your only job today is to make it to tomorrow. That's your only job. And try and learn something in the process. That's your only job. Get to tomorrow and let's try and accomplish something else.
Let me read this comment real quick. E. It's from Malik. It's the person that you said you like his comments is the same person. He been dropping a lot of stuff, but I've been trying to not cut nobody off by reading everything you see. But I do see all your comments, Malik. He said the Bible said there is no respect for persons and don't wait. The Bible said there is no respect for persons and don't take gifts. Gifts blind the wise. In parentheses he has SSI, like your SSI or whatever, makes corruption. The U.S. government, the U.S. converts people into persons, and their credit is a gift with a catch. Okay, okay. It's all about knowing, not believing. Okay.
Mhm.
Malik, ain't nothing but QR code out here. Everybody making money off us. When you go to work,
Uh, uh,
whatever you do, somebody actually your social security number is on the stock market. Like they making money. That's why anytime people go in debt and shit, we already got the money. They can just pull it from there. So it's a lot of games. That's why I tell a lot of people we just don't understand and basically who we are, and not just as
Hmm.
black people, because I don't believe in that. If you saying black, I already know you part of the system. If you
Yep.
saying white, you part of the system. You believe in this race war shit, and they got you.
Hmm.
No matter how they get you, they got you, and they got people been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years. Oh, we this, and they march and they fighting, and I think that's the whole goal to get you trapped in this matrix. Sometimes it's through sports, sometimes it's through violence. It don't matter, but I just see the difference from back in the day and the day. That what blows me. Like the
Yeah.
kids, how they were speaking back in the day,
Oh
how
my
they
God,
were talking
man.
and stuff compared
The
to the kids
the
today.
poise that y'all had about yourself,
Yeah,
the level of class y'all had was
yeah.
awesome.
And
Like,
we assume we smarter, So we always assume that. Well, back in the day, they didn't know how to do this, and then how you explain these buildings and structures that we can't remake? How you
hmm
explain that we going backwards? I think we just don't know it. And I'm with Malik. you say technology and taking us away from nature, it's also
Mm-hmm.
taking us away from our own programming. Because now we don't rely on ourselves, we rely on the machine, we rely on AI. These kids
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I remember back then you had to study, you had to read to actually know something. Now they
Mm-hmm.
just ask AI. So it's like they asking AI and keep asking AI. They don't really know. And I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that because I didn't used to use GPS when I first started driving. I just used to
Yeah.
get lost sometimes and had to figure that shit out. But the minute I got GPS, I just started using it so much that I don't know how to get around without it. So if my GPS go out, I'd be like, dang, hold on, what's the quickest way? And you see a lot of the older people before GPS, they can get from A to B, C. They know where all
Yeah.
the back, the
They know
cut
where
straight.
everything is at. Yeah. It's a complete
So
difference for real.
the more we use technology, I think we're going backwards as humanity, and I think we spiritual beings. I think these are just shells. It's no different than the computers, devices we on now. That phone died, you need energy. That's why anytime somebody hot or something, they shock you back open. They
Mm-hmm.
shock you back away. So it's just like what you gonna do now while you got this shell before your battery go out. That's why I think they do clone people out here. They know how to transfer consciousness. It might sound crazy and weird to us, but you seen people can put their phones on top of each other and help one charge the other. People don't understand energy don't die, it just transfer. And they don't want us to know that because if people didn't really fear death as much, they probably live a whole different type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
If they understood that where you come from, everybody just worry about where they going. They never think about where did they come from. Where you think you came from?
Where I come from,
On
huh?
like you just end up in this baby. How you just pop up like
Well,
it came from
that was
sperm,
no,
you know.
no, no. That was an agreement that I made before I even before I even got down here. That was an agreement that I made. Like, and I give the information that I give be from a lot of books that I read over the years. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, like, I don't base everything on one religion. I have read many religious books. Like, I'm like, you know I'm into trying to find out who I am and where I came from.
Right.
And I've been on this quest, I swear, since 1992 when I first got locked up.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why is because I noticed something when I was locked up, when I first got locked up, that it was hard for me not to understand how other people didn't notice. We fucking we fucking roaches inside of a we fucking roaches and whatever fucking animals you want to call us inside of a fucking gate, and we supposed to be comfortable with this shit. If we all hit this motherfucker at the same time, we can be gone. What the fuck is this shit about? Why the fuck is everybody
Mm-hmm.
so content? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I was. And it was me also as a child. I didn't never fit in with nobody. I never
Mm-hmm.
fit in. Yeah. So it was me having to understand, like, what the fuck is wrong with me. And then in 1990, I was out Vienna, Virginia, and me and my mother, we was on our way back to the city, and we saw something in the sky. She looked at me and said, "You ain't see shit, and you better not say shit." And I said, "Okay, mama, I don't even know what you're talking about."
Mm-hmm.
And I was curious as to what the hell that was I see in the sky, because when I went to school, they never told us that stars move and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They told about comets and all that, but they ain't say stars move. And so now I want to know, like, why is this thing moving?
Mm-hmm.
And when I got older, and I'm gonna be honest, prison is not for everybody. If you go there and you're really trying to learn some shit, that's the best college in the world.
He
It's
said
the
you didn't
best
fit in
college in the
because
world.
you're a god. That's what he said.
I mean,
Malik
it's
said you didn't fit
possible.
in because you're a god.
I
Yeah.
don't think I don't
Hey,
think I'm a
David.
god. I don't think
What's
I'm a
up?
god.
What's up, Brian? What's up, David?
I'm a conscious energy that knows that, like, bigger than this. Like, when I look at vibrations, and as I said, the movie The Matrix makes so much sense because the molecules are moving so fast that they're bonding together.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see molecules moving, like, and this is what they didn't tell you, you see it sometimes. If y'all have ever seen stars, If you've ever seen stars in front of your eyes, you've seen molecules. Those were
Mm,
molecules. They tell, oh, this stuff. Those were molecules that you were seeing. That was your eyes. Those are your eyes. Something happened inside of your brain that your eyes, which count, that your eyes adjusted to reality. And that's
mm,
that's possibly saying past 3D and 4D. When you can see
mm,
that, you're past 3D and 4D. You're
mm,
in a like I said, your energy is on another level, but it's only like that because you don't know how to control it.
mm.
You don't even know where it came from. Majority of the time,
I don't think a
it's
lot of people have the time, and I think that's a part of the agenda too, is to put that anxiety in the air to speed things up, because I've been feeling like I always compared to the CDs. Once the CD, like I'm talking about music, once CDs, physical copies and shit like that stop being sold, you stop going to the store to listen to shit and all that before you buy. All that little shit start changing, and I start to see these iPods and all that stuff coming to play, and now all your music is on one thing, and that's when I start to see life as I seen it growing up to that age start to go backwards and deteriorate, because the appreciation, it seemed that's the when I can draw the line. It seemed like the appreciation for for uh quality over quantity of stuff diminished. Like it seemed like it just went away. Now everything is so quick. So when you said something earlier, E, about like why people don't appreciate why they, why they always looking for the next door or whatever, that's because the speed of things and everything, like I said, the quality over quantity, when that diminished, that made people where it's like they don't, people no longer rejoice in the steps that they take. Not everyone, obviously, we don't apply to the shift fly, but
it, it,
for the most
it-
part, people they don't rejoice in those steps.
Mhm.
Everybody's mind for the most part is unless people are sharp on, on what's going on, are so in fast forward that you don't mark it as shit. I ain't even put no fireworks up, my bad. But it but no, everything is so like pushed forward that people don't really have the time to look, let alone figure out who they are, let alone you can
Yo,
make the time,
I have a
you
16-year
know.
old daughter,
But
18-year-old daughter, and a 23-year-old son.
uh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I feel
yeah,
you. When
I think everything is so pushed forward that people don't have the time to sit. People don't make the time, or don't think they have the time. The illusion makes them feel like they don't have the time to sit, and really look around and analyze stuff. But I don't think people are so over this like level of consumption of things. The need to get more and move forward and get past and quote unquote level up or glow up or whatever. um, that's why I think we're lacking, because the average person doesn't like believe or give themselves that allotment of time to actually think. They so worked up about their bills or whatever they got shit they got to take care of that they don't. They mind on, all right, I just got off of work, now I gotta make dinner for the kids. Now, all right, I gotta get the kids now I gotta go to bed. All right, I gotta get up in the morning at 6:30. They ain't they don't give themselves allotment of time to do that. Most people, that's my opinion.
can I say a little something?
Go ahead.
Mm. Uh, if we don't have nothing, we got time. If we don't have nothing on this globe, we have time.
Yeah.
Things, but that goes back to what I said. Things don't happen when people want it to happen. So all of a sudden now, you're going to this emotion of rage, rage. I'm saying you go through so many different emotions. I'm saying, like like I said, the ones who are going through all these problems is the ones that's living above their means. Why would I want to pay $1,000? Why would I want to pay $1,000 for this jacket just to show what Murray, Joe, or Sue that I can afford $1,000 jacket? When
Yeah.
this $50 jacket is going to keep me just as warm and probably look even better. People are this complexion community is too caught up on the up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta you you have you have that facade that you're up, but you're really down, and then you're depressed because you're down because you're living a life that really ain't yours. this goes back, like I said, we see somebody whoops instead of us saying, okay, because I gotta say this. Females work their ass off. They work their ass off. That's what times have changed with female, back in the day. All
Yeah.
mothers didn't have to work. The father were out there doing what he got to do. But now, and this is the worst thing, somewhat that happened because the word independence comes in. All right, females work their ass off. The videos, these little dirty ass bras that's been through the industry, get a video. Oh, you don't need no man, you independent. La, 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 la,
Yeah.
la, la. The dumbest shit in the world. These girls believe this shit. So all these good niggas that are coming their way, they playing with them, they currying them, they acting
Hmm.
bougie, they acting ghetto. Don't no man want to hear no female saying bitch 1,000 times in one sentence.
That's lack of
Don't know.
vocabulary anyway, for real.
Right. But don't know, man. A man definitely don't want to see no female smoke no damn J every 1,000 seconds. I don't want to see you pissy drunk. Why do I have you around me if you're doing all this? Men don't want that. Who
Hmm.
that? That's an extra problem. It's an extra problem.
Hmm.
What me
Like I
said,
said,
man.
but yeah, no, but see, this the funny thing because the female she won't do it, and males do the same dumb shit. Because I done did the same dumb shit before. You know what I'm saying? But excuse my language,
Yeah,
y'all. But it's
We be cussing on here. You all right?
we're trying, yeah, we you're trying to fit in with the Jones, and it's not you, and then you always go overboard. That's my biggest
exactly.
problem. I want to drink with everybody. I don't know how
Hmm.
to drink. And since I don't know
Hmm.
how to drink, then that means I fuck all that going in there. No, I just stopped drinking, period. I
Hmm.
recognize it's a problem. That's what I'm talking about. You recognize the problem, get the milk up, keep moving forward. Ain't no need in
Hmm.
looking back. The shit is up. Shit is up. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
If you come,
if we can get people, if we can get people to feel, because I know I'm good off all my shit. I can have the bare minimum and be happier than any most people I see with a pocket full or a pocket lined up. So it's all in what people put their energy into and what they. But if we can coach people to actually rejoice in them steps they're making when you say something about people making choices and why they looking for the next door, we you don't want to teach nobody to be content, but you don't want them to be they mind to be so far forward that they don't see themselves making steps. So a lot of people be sad and they actually they do make moves and they make efficient, they strategize and make efficient steps and stuff for themselves, but they're not gonna see that because I feel like I need to slow people down. Like
guess
Yeah,
what? Guess what? That makes sense what you're
yeah,
saying, right? That makes a whole lot of sense what you're saying. But that only applies to people that's in their hurry when they find themselves in a situation. Now, if
yeah.
you're then this is why I say you do have time. Don't wait until you in a hell of a situation. Then I gotta get the job, I got the job. Oh, it's not moving fast enough. Versus you could have did that shit 2 weeks ago. You could have been
Hmm.
doing that same shit 2 weeks and had something within the first 48 to 72 hours. Like,
Hmm.
stop trying to make your fuck up everybody else's fuck up, and then ain't nothing moving on time because you in a hurry because you ain't handling your shit right.
Yep. Yep.
Majority of ride, majority of drive. Every situation comes from majority of the individual saying, "Oh, it's not my fault. It's your fault." Well, nigga, you know damn well it's your fucking fault.
Hmm.
Damn, man, the fuck up. Oh, and this is what I wanted. This is what I want to go to because I know y'all spoke on it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the big trick. This is the big trick with the hospitals, right? When you first are born, right? When you're first born, there are two accounts that your name is about to go into. One of them is the Federal Reserve. One of them is for citizenship. When your mother signed her name on that certificate, she signed your birthrights over for your citizenship. They
Yeah.
also have Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is the biggest trick in the world because the Federal Reserve. This is how the penal system is paid and the judges and all this. Because
Yeah.
when people go to jail, right, they say, "Oh, we're going to fine you $19,000 and then we're going to give you 17 restitution. You got to pay the restitution.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to waive the 19. The reason why they're going to waive the 19 is because they're going to go into the Federal Reserve and they're going to take that 19 out. They're going to take that 19 out. Now, if you was to go to another country, right, and you want to turn over your citizenship, they're going to ask you how much do you think your citizenship is worth. See,
Yep.
a damn fool to say, "Oh, give me 5 million." What the fuck is 5 million? That's all you think you worth is 5 million?
Yep. For your
Yeah.
life, pretty much. Yep.
The only way you sell your citizenship and you'll see other motherfuckers in other countries is because guess what? You can go to another country and live rent free. You won't have to pay nothing again in life. That's how much your citizenship is worth. That's how much your citizenship is worth. The reason why your citizenship is worth that is because the more individuals inside of one country means if this country goes to war, that's the more motherfuckers that can fight.
I got a comment from Malik, same person. You said you like their comments and stuff. He said they put you in a place called the nursery, and by law, that means a place where the state takes over the body. Well, yeah, it takes over possession. Hell yeah, ownership.
Let's get a little deeper. Let's ask how much is the placenta worth on the black market? The placentas are sold on the black market at like an alarming rate. The reason why is because white people get that shit and they eat it because guess what? It has a lot of it has a lot of minerals and like a dog.
Your
It's just like a
purest,
dog.
the purest
Yeah.
thing parts of you is in the placenta, pretty much.
In Africa they let it dry out and the mother re-eats it.
Yeah.
In Africa, some parts of Africa is dried out and the mother eats it. You know what I'm saying? Because those nutrients that came about her by some of the cleanest nutrients that it went to the baby. So the placenta is already cleaned out. It's nothing but minerals. It's something to help that mother move forward in life, and then it keeps the connection. The placenta keeps the connection, and it keeps the connection strong.
They say I read that you're supposed to actually leave your child supposed to be attached to the to the
Supposed
what
to
do you call
fall.
it? The cord. The
It's cut in half. Yeah.
yeah, but you're supposed to keep that baby attached to that longer instead of initially snipping it as soon as the baby is born. Like the baby actually has a lot more that they can get from the mother, and a lot more that can be passed to the child before
They
it's
no no
actually
no.
snipped.
Understand this. They do that because once the child enters into this world, all these infections and all that comes into play. They cannot just have the child just sitting out. You know what I'm saying? They wipe the child down with some type of pneumonia and some type of wild shit. I gotta go back and find out what it was. But the child is wiped down and all that, wrapped up and all that. That's to try and get all the these impurities out the air. Even though a hospital is cold, the hospital only makes a disease dormant. It freezes it. A hospital is the worst place to go into for real.
That's just so it can't
Because once
spread.
it
It's
goes
not that it don't exist. Yeah.
right. Yeah, no, it's just dormant. It's still floating around in the air and all that. That's why for real, you could put a mask on and go into the hospital and hopefully you still but you gotta remember you're not supposed to exhale your own carbon monoxide. You messing yourself up. That's what them dumb. They had everybody wearing them masks, but you're not supposed to breathe your own carbon monoxide out because when you breathe in, you breathe fresh air. You blow out bad air. So if you're blowing out bad air, breathing it back in, so you got an ongoing process. You're about to get sick. You're about to make yourself sick.
Sure,
Oh,
Malik
I
said a
feel
lot of
good.
minerals will go into the my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just trying to keep up with the comments so you can know that I'm paying
No, you
attention.
good. You good.
Malik said a lot more minerals will go into the child if the cord stays on. He said something about not cutting the baby should still be attached to the umbilical cord for at least an hour and a half. He said, but
So, so where would they keep the baby and the mother quarantined off? Because, as I said, you have too many individuals that's going to be around that baby.
yeah.
Just like they do put the baby inside of the incubator, but once again, how would you protect that? Like I don't really know. I've never had a
I don't.
baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Thank
because I'm
God,
not that
I've never
knowledgeable
seen
in
an
the
umbilical
medical part.
cord. I don't want to see none of that.
I was
But
gonna say I speak on a
I'm
lot
just
of
trying
shit,
to
but if
figure out
I
how.
don't know, I'll gladly shut the fuck up and let
Yeah,
somebody else talk if it's something else they can explain. But
yeah,
I
but
appreciate
but
all
but
this conversation regardless.
Oh, and I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. If you look on the back of your birth certificate
Hmm.
and your social security number, one is your Federal Reserve number, and one is it's in red. You know, y'all
Yeah,
can pull out
the
y'all.
red.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's in red. Those are your two different accounts.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
could possibly access your accounts, but you would have to a whole lot of digging and all that. But I'm gonna tell you something.
Malik used to drop facts
This
about
is
that.
this is
Actually, he
yeah,
used to drop facts.
this is what everything is in society. The more money you owe, the better your credit is.
Yeah.
In my world, if I don't owe no money, I would think I got the greatest credit. Why would I have bad credit if I don't owe you?
Hmm.
Let's make that shit make sense. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You get bad credit once you don't pay on something. Oh, well, he didn't pay on
Yeah.
that. Okay. It was lit. Okay. Then, okay. So many times, okay, bad credit. I've never understood because I went and bought a car and they told me because I didn't have any credit that they got mad at me. I'm like, so you mean to tell me you upset because I ain't never had to pay? I ain't never had to come to no bank or institution to ask for money. Oh,
Yeah.
I stayed in the car. I stayed in the car place for about 2 hours arguing with this dude, man. Like, man,
Hmm.
are you serious? Are you serious,
Dude,
man?
when
No,
I
you
see
you
how
need
they
to owe
honestly,
somebody.
when I see how they rotate the money, the same money that I put in, and the way that you take a little bit off of it to pay this person, and this person come back with this and all of that. I was watching a whole video about how the banking system actually works. You know, I mean, and to me, it's scary anyway that the fact that I work throughout the week to see some numbers hit my phone. Like, you know, like I sometimes I go to the ATM just so I can know it's still something real. And it's really not real, but you know, like something at least physical for the moment, as long as that shit lasts. Because if I don't use the if I don't use the ATM and actually pull out cash, let's say for the whole year, this shit already got me like, what the fuck am I doing all of this for in the first place? Because like I said, you working for digital numbers. Somebody is putting digital number, not cash, but digital numbers into your account, and you done worked your 40 hours this week for some numbers to pop up on the screen. Like when you go to your account, you see numbers. Like, yeah, obviously it's supposed to represent the physical cash that you have or you're able to pull out. But I think I was sharp on a lot of shit because a lot of shit didn't make sense to me. You know, like in terms of beliefs and stuff like that. So even when Molly said something about Christmas and all that, I was always wondering why the fuck am I sitting on this white man lap? Ain't no white people in my
I
neighborhood
don't.
like that. Yeah, half the time y'all talking about something, watch out for white people, and at the end of the year, you want me to sit on this nigga lap and take pictures? You know, so a lot of shit didn't make sense to me. See, you know, I'll always question stuff. So a lot of mistakes and things, I feel like I would have had to learn. I feel like I was able to walk around it because I always was like, "What the fuck is this for? Why is this happening?" But Molly got some type of video that says, "So, oh, your social credit." Yep, social credit
Yeah,
score. I
that's
think is
that
what
new
everybody
thing.
talking about.
They got that new thing out
Yep.
China. They got the social credit score, and they had this on Black Mirrors years ago. But
Yeah.
it's some people you can look it up that became homeless, and these people got jobs and everything. It's just because of how they are socially,
Hmm.
messing they up. Some people can't fly. You can't rent an apartment till your social credit go up. I mean, you got to be nice to people. You got to treat people right. All type of shit. This shit weird, but it's just a short video of them explaining it, how they doing it in China. I think they trying to
Go ahead. I like
aim it
that.
here. Play
Young Haoyu is followed. What she buys, how she behaves, is tracked and scored to show how responsible and trustworthy she is. It's called the social credit system, and in one version now being tested, a person's reputation is scored on a scale of 350 to 950. And Haoyu, with a good score of 752, is okay with it. In fact, most people are.
It's a mechanism like pushes you to become a better citizen.
It's big data meets Big Brother, expanding how the government monitors, understands, and ultimately controls its 1.4 billion citizens.
这个是针对
Thanks to advances in artificial intelligence and facial recognition, and a web of more than 200 million surveillance cameras.
Are people bothered by privacy concerns?
We think a lot of camera
keep the safety is really good. We can accept it.
Companies are experimenting with the algorithms to help the government create the new national social credit system. The government also has pilot projects. In one, citizens are required to do hours of unpaid work to get benefits. And scores are docked for things like littering, a messy yard, gossip, even jaywalking. Video of offenders is shown on the local news. And information collectors like Zhou Ai-ni are paid to report on their neighbors. Her quota, 10 entries a month. Like the man who carried a drunk person home. A good deed, she says. Good social credit gets rewarded with perks like cheap loans and travel deals. But a bad score means public shame and worse. Huang Huijun lost a court case and didn't pay. Now he's on a government blacklist. I can't buy airplane or train tickets, he says, and the list goes on. Being discredited makes it hard to get a job or put kids in top schools. The social credit system will go nationwide next year, and few here are willing to criticize it. Something that may pose a risk itself for a bad score and the life that comes with it. Janice Mackey-Frere, NBC News, Beijing.
Yeah, so I was talking about last week. I think we talked about it a little bit on this joint, but hell yeah, your social credit score. And the joint I was watching, they put your face up on like you know how you walk through New York and you see the jumbotrons and big ass screens. Your face will be up there for being somebody that you can't be fucked with because your social credit score is low. Like it'll be put on blast at the airports and all that stuff. But social credit.
How would you feel, Dave, if they brought this here in America, man? How you feel about that?
Oh shoot,
Yeah.
I feel I'll be in trouble. That's
Credit score will be at 300.
oh, not 300, not 300, but
400.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on poor, but it's on need improvement.
Man, you got some shit that you need to call them people about and see if you can get it off of your shit. If you can get it off of your credit score.
I give you about a 500. You can't jaywalk or nothing, man. You know how many people just run across the street before the light change?
It's funny. It's funny that you play. It's funny that you played that right, because you know that's what Trump trying to do. That's it's like and it's crazy that this whole conversation started off somewhat of y'all was talking about the mermaids, which I want to touch back on real quick, but at the same time it all goes back to monsters. Yeah, we do got a bunch of monsters out here. They definitely monsters of the sea. Yeah, they motherfuckers definitely monsters of the sea. But mermaids are real, and the obligates pay a lot of money for them, and they eat them. Buffy that ate a mermaid before.
They
No joke.
got down, man.
It's only for the elite. It's only for the elite.
I heard them stories, man, but I ain't never seen nobody eat a mermaid, man.
No. See, once again, I
Until they said somebody ate a mermaid. A girl went viral, said she went to a party, celebrity, and they was eating mermaid. But a lot of people don't know they satanic. Like these people be having cakes in the shape of a human. Sometimes they be having all type of arts and crafts, and she could have seen something that was in shape of a mermaid. But if I didn't see it, I can't really say those things, man. That'd be the
like I
tough
said,
part. Like Diddy, a mermaid, that's crazy. Like Trump, he's trying to do this. Why everybody just individually? I think it's people hiding them. Maybe they ain't put in that position to push the agenda, but I don't think Trump trying to individually do a thing. I think whoever controlling him is trying to get him to actually get something to push through. But that's how they get you. They get you on the individuals that they put in place, like the puppets, and then we point the finger at the puppets, and that's how we never know who the puppet master is. We just argue about oh, Trump doing this or Obama doing this, and who is pulling the strings though? That's the people who's actually doing these things. That's how I look at it though.
My opinion.
The individuals that's pulling the strings is the individuals who run the corporation backed by the Rock. That little witchcom, that's the top running organization in the world that just came up out of nowhere. And like I don't know if they put his net worth out there now, but that the Rock, which Jay Z played possess, he was the pawn. Jay Z was the pawn for that.
You mean
He was the
Black Rock?
pawn for that. Black Rock, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Rock.
it's
Oh, it ain't Rock.
different websites call it different things.
Nah, that ain't Rockefeller. That's Black Rock. They been
No,
running
no,
everything.
Black
They
Rock.
own everything. They own almost everything. And
They own everything.
Jay Z ain't in the atmosphere. Jay Z is a baby to them. They don't even belong in the same discussion.
No,
Yeah, I think you
you
got the
can't.
name because you hear Black Rock, you thinking they got something to do with Rockefeller. Nah, they ain't. Jay Z
No,
ain't.
no. Listen,
He's a
I
puppet
need you
too.
listen.
Like you
I
said,
need you listen. I need you listen. I need you listen. I need
so
you listen.
Dave want to say something. Let's hear what Dave
I
want to.
need you to listen. All right.
I'm listening.
Okay. I gave you a quick history of some shit. You know what I'm saying? And said that you gotta understand like, puppet for the little black community. He's a little puppet for the black. He's like I said, you gotta understand these high rate celebrities, I'm just trying to figure out, like, and let's just ask this question. Who the fuck is pumping Jay-Z? What deal did Jay-Z do to become a billionaire? I'm trying to figure out who the fuck bought all his records. Like this nigga's life has been
Well, he's an
has
informant, so
he's more than an informant. He's more than an informant. He's more
yeah,
than an informant. Because you got to understand like this. See, Jay-Z, one thing I say about him is he's not an individual. He's the hustler on the block that's getting the money that ain't never seen. But
yeah.
he doing just as much dirt as the nigga you saying, or even more. You know what I'm saying? But he's the hustler on the block that knows that, man, damn,
I
these
mean, yeah, he a
cameras.
gatekeeper and a few other things. Like he a
Right.
few other, you know.
All right. But see, no,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, see, if you like when you trace all these corporations, right? When you trace all these corporations, it comes up to three different corporations that basically run everything. You got the Bilderberg Group, you got
Yeah,
you got BlackRock, and
yeah.
what's the other joint? The joint that's out Houston. They got the out Houston. They got they got the real time. It's a bank. It's a bank.
Okay.
uh, anyway, those are like the three biggest like financial institutions in the world. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why is because money funnels in and out of them like motherfuckers play with pennies. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying now,
That's literally what I'm. That's funny.
Mhm.
now, like this is how far I be going with the history of this country and all this way. And first of all, we're not in the year 2025, and I'll tell you why we're not in the year 2025. The Emperor Constantine, you know what I'm saying, he moved the years up so that he could be an emperor in the year 1000 because that meant a lot to the emperors back then. You know what I'm saying, to be an emperor. So we're basically like 15 to 20 years. And this United States know this dumbass shit. They know this
Yeah.
dumbass. We like 15 to 20 years, if not more. I forgot the original date
Yeah, but
that
that's
he
the
had did it.
thing. But
Trusty.
to say that is to say that the people before that had time right. Ain't nobody got no time right. It's just seasons. There's no such thing as no time, no year. All that's fake. So the base say since he
It's,
switched the year, he knew he can switch it
no,
because he knew it was created in the first place. That's how you can switch
no,
it. You can take days
no,
out.
no, 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 no. It goes back to the
That's how
Byzantine.
they get people. It's like, oh, they took 15 years out, so that means we really in this. No, the people before that probably took
Uh,
150 years out. How many years they took out? Who knows? Where did they
Mhm.
started? What
Yeah,
was
that's
year
a
one
that's a
for them?
construct.
okay, okay. So let's go
That's
back. Let's go.
start
So
eight
let's
years when you
I'm gonna give
start.
you a history lesson. Now I'm gonna give you a history lesson. You know
Hold
what I'm
on, let
saying?
me let Dave
Let's
get into the conversation. You doing more than Dave trying to get in it. He was trying to say something for like 10 minutes. Get it out, Dave. For on go. He
Go
better
ahead
do
while
what
you got the
he
chance.
ain't trying to miss this one.
Oh,
I mean, what I gotta say is irrelevant now. But 2 minutes ago, we was talking about monsters and stuff like that. No, my opinion, I think that's the reason why they're doing the AI or whatever like that. No, because you know, what I mean, if you see something real, now all you can say is, oh, that was AI or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Dismissive. Yeah, I get
it. If somebody is in the ocean and all, they say, "Oh, there's a mermaid," and take the video and all, somebody gonna be like, "Oh, that's AI."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Benjamin Bain say the one who created the clock. Yeah.
Yeah, but they was on the sundial before they was on the clock. So,
sir, that sundial. That is a bitch. They ain't walking around with no ball.
Right.
If you go all the way back to the Tartarian realm, them saying you'll see that the watch was created to control slaves and all that. That way, the slave would get up at a certain time. That's how.
I think his shit froze. Or is that my signal? Is my phone tapping out or y'all in here?
Nah, that's
all right. That's all right. He'll be able to come back in whenever,
right,
whenever he get a second to refresh. It's a jam-packed ass conversation today. I'm fucking with this. Thank you, Malik, for everything that you like saying. Actually, let me hit on Malik comments while we got a little second for real.
The gonna change once.
And that was in 1526.
Nah, they done changed it too many times. They done took like months out of the calendar.
More than that, Malik.
Weeks. And it was 13 months at one time with 28 days. It been changed so many times.
Hit me with some of his other comments so I can get through them. There was a lot popping up while we was talking. Who remembers Max Headroom? That was the first AI. Max Headroom.
Max Headroom. I heard the first AI was the statue that Moses was talking about in the Bible, because he was saying these statues was moving, you know, and they was highly intelligent. Like
yeah.
Oh no.
I don't know. I had to look that up. I don't know about that.
I think I just think it's been around so on back. Here you
go. What I was saying was the dial that they showed us, the real big one, that was for the community. That was for the community to see. But the leaders, if you look in all your Egyptian joints and all, every time you see a leader, he had a watch on. Watches they've been here for so long. That's how they control their slaves. That's what they do today. That's how they control our feelings.
There's something about you being in that kitchen that be messing your signal up.
Yeah, stay still. Somebody blowing them up. You know you're gonna get.
So it's probably phone calls and stuff. Yeah, that'll pause your shit too.
Can't be on the show.
He could be dropping knowledge, and they're like, "Oh, you're talking too much."
Yeah, that's probably what I be thinking too. That's why I feel like you're the only one having problems right now. Whenever you speak some real shit, that's when it goes left. He said Max Headroom used to come on TV. He used to disturb the podcast. I gotta look that up. I don't remember that. It's probably something I seen and just don't have a title or name to slap to it for real. I know he got some other comments you can hit for real, because I seen him rolling while we was talking. Yeah, he added 1,000 years and 10 days to the Morse calendar, changing it to Gregorian. What is it? Is it Gregorian? How you say that? Gregorian? Gregorian?
Yeah.
Okay, I never used that word before. Calendar in 1526, adding the year BC. Well, it always shocks me that there is a BC. Like, I thought, how is it before Christ anyway? So all the AD, BC, all that shit, a lot of that stuff never really made sense to me. He said whenever Britain or the United States is destroying a nation, they always bring immigrants in. They always send immigrants to do the dirty work. Trump ass ain't dumb enough to fight for a corporation. We are. No say.
You stay still or put your phone on do not disturb.
How you do that shit?
Take your finger and scroll down from the top of your screen, and you should be able to see.
I know why you. I was gonna say don't even tell him. He gonna. He gonna hit the wrong button, man.
It'll be airplane mode.
I just know somebody created us, and That's why I feel like we source. That's why all of the messages and the stories that's old is teaching us how to find God within, how to look within, how to protect the temple. You are the temple. It was mostly, but now everything today is out to it. You should pray to this God, pray to that God. You should do this and do that. Everybody looking outsourced, So it's just like, man, I just think back in the day they was more tapped in than we are today.
Oh
Even though
yeah.
we got all this so-called technology and all that. All they doing is using it to trick us. It's hard to tell what's real and what's fake for a lot of people. They don't know what's AI and what's not AI. So when they see some of these things, they actually believe it. And if they believe it, it's true to them. That's what I know. Like I done seen kids that say they seen something, and they seen it. And other people, I ain't seen none that don't. No, that kid seen something. He done fell down all 10 steps trying to get away from it. You
Mm-hmm.
think like so it's just some truth to some people. It's no truth to them at all. But I just think it come back to us just getting together and understanding that the people that we trust don't have our best interests. I
Yeah.
don't care if y'all Democrats, Republicans, all that's part of the game. I just feel like if we gonna still play the game, we gotta get better at it. We're
Yeah.
gonna decide to play this game that they got us playing. We gotta have a better strategy at it because they killing us right now, and ain't no telling how many times we done did this. Like I always ask people, where we come from, because they always talking about where you going. You going to hell? You going to heaven? Where did we come from? I
Right.
might go right back to where I came from.
Right.
But just
Exactly.
like so, it's just like let's find out where we came from. Even the creative of us don't know the creator of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like he ain't sit around or she ain't sit around thinking about who created me. Nah,
Yeah.
it created us. And I think that's what we saying to do, to be creative. We all created something or know somebody that created something or they talk about it during history, but just be creative and they not letting us type into our godlike ability. I
Let me
think we
ask y'all a
lost.
question though.
Yeah.
Okay, so do y'all think okay, because there's a lot of um a lot of illusions that are in place that people want to participate in, be a part of, that makes them feel like their movement is actually effective. Do you think do you think that people, because this is what I'm seeing online, like I like TikTok and stuff where they really be talking about shit for real. Because everybody else is censored to the point where they can't talk about it. So they really, But anyway, so a lot of people are talking about pulling the power of their dollar and pulling back on that dollar. Do you think that um the corporations losing money and stuff will actually reshape any kind of narrative? Because I mean, all the stuff going down, people are online looking, seeming to be agitated by this, and they want to pull their money back, and they want to start with holding, which I encourage regardless. Because if physical money or whatever or debit cards and shit is our current source of how you get stuff and how you get access to stuff, do you think that people pulling back on their money and trying to um trying to stop lining pockets of these big businesses and stuff, do you think that'll help shape a narrative or change anything?
Dave, you with us?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Shit.
So I'm gonna ask it
I,
again.
I'm
Um,
about to say,
yeah,
I can answer. You want to ask again? If I don't
you go ahead
confused.
and ask. If you remember the question, go ahead and answer it because they'll pick
Yeah,
up
it
on
was
the
a
dialogue.
long question. That's why I was just waiting for you to stop. But I just think that it won't really change nothing. They can make the motherfucking Chuck E. Cheese tokens. People still be out here killing each other for Chuck E. Cheese tokens. It doesn't matter. Just like as long as they put this energy in something saying it's worth something, people do anything to get it. And that's why I think that people believe money which make them happy. And that's why you got people robbing banks, robbing women, breaking in houses, all that. That's that energy they want. They really believe that this money will make things better for them. And I just was like, that's where they got us, because money shouldn't exist. Who created it? Who is constantly creating it? Who's printing it? Even when you look at the prints, you see they putting symbols on there. They letting us know like we worshiping money. It's like they putting dead people on it. They cutting down things that give us life and give us oxygen. So it's just like now they can save the trees and use it for something else and make money. They can make it all digital, and if they make it all digital, they got more control. So I don't think it'd be probably better, because it just seem like they just finding ways. Bitcoins, they got all type of currencies you can use today, but it's all fake. And it's like until people understand it, it ain't gonna never change. So no, I don't think it's gonna change. I think people still gonna have that same energy to do anything for
Well,
it
I was
to
talking about more so like, well, yeah,
no
because you that really did answer. I was talking about like people thinking that
but
they're gonna do something to these, um, like actually pulling. Because for instance, I'll say Target, how Target try to fall in line, or how I don't know if you've seen a lot of this stuff about different stores trying to get towards black people because they're starting to understand that when black people choose or people of color because they're the top of the market when it comes to consumption.
yeah.
When they actually pull back from buying something or even indulging in a certain company, like with the Target thing, how they try to start falling in line and some of these stores start trying to sell black Santas and black angels and all this little tactics that I'm seeing, little things that I'm seeing online that's coming together. But I'm wondering, will it reshape the narratives on how these companies what these companies choose to do with how they put out like I mean because people I mean I don't really see people for instance with Christmas and the holidays I don't really see them pulling back from shit because I don't see people having enough willpower to not because I mentioned it to my aunt I was like we can pull the hell back I mentally left Christmas and all that shit alone a long time ago. It's everybody else that make me fall in line just because I exist in this house, so that's the only reason that I fall in line with a lot of shit I do by default just because of people around me. But I don't think a lot of people are willing to give up, like, and not have that much this year. You got your lights on and shit, Joe. You got food in your refrigerator. Your car work. Like you can get to work on time and everything. What the fuck do you have to get a bunch of shit and put under the tree? Or I mean, because I know we like taking pictures of shit to show other people online and all that shit, but I was wondering if it was gonna. I'm saying all that to say I was wondering if people can actually reshape the narrative with these companies that's producing this stuff to them. That's I'm just but I kind of answered my own
No,
question because I don't really see people. I see people pull back on certain things this year over the last 2 years, but I don't. I think that consumerism. I think it's going. I don't think people gonna cave with Christmas and the holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean,
You know.
I think they can, but I think they're too brainwashed to do it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you gave example about Christmas and stuff like that. No, yeah, I mean people can, what I mean, be like, hey, what I mean, what I mean, this is wrong, that this, what I mean, you're spending too much money, that everything like that, no. But then, what I mean, it's going to be brought up about religion and this is this and um
Yeah.
what I mean, or not, or if not religion, what about the kids and this is this, what I mean. And
right.
that's what somebody tried to tell me when they said you don't celebrate Christmas. I said, what about the kids and everything? And I said, well, ironically, what I mean, Christmas was Christmas was sacrificing kids. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, honestly, it's all in what you know. But I just wonder because I see people when I look out
Yeah, I want to know something
around when I'm
about
out in the streets and I'm out
Christmas.
and about. Oh, go ahead, E. My bad.
All right, let me get you out of history on Christmas, man. I promise I ain't trying to be no smart ass, but
No, go
I
ahead.
read
It
a lot
ain't
of
it ain't
books.
like that
The
on here.
history
It
on
ain't, this is a
Christmas
real
is
conversation. It's
there was a
whatever.
white man that would you sneak down in chimneys and do all types of massacres, and that's what Christmas is about. They named the holiday after this. Yeah, that yeah, that's what Santa Claus. That's what Santa Claus really came from.
Yeah.
Say
I think he was over in the country of Britain or
big
some country
Krampus.
over there. But he used to break into houses, and yeah, that's how he became Santa Claus. And we celebrate that shit every holiday that the United States celebrates is the holiday of a massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's all
yep.
United That's all they make us celebrate is massacres. Thanksgiving, all that. What you want, bro? That's
Mm.
yeah. We celebrate all massacres. I mean, do your history, and if you go back
Yeah.
farther enough, you'll see that every holiday that we celebrate is a massacre or was a massacre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying, and if you go back to your old maps, you'll see that the United States is the old day Babylon. You'll see that our land mask is the old day Babylon. And I even fuck your heads up with this. Did you know that we on a goddamn island? What is the island, y'all?
An island is just an
Any
isolated
mass that's surrounded
body
by
of
water,
land
right?
surrounded by water.
Ain't that what an island is?
Yeah,
Did
isolated
you know
body of land
DC sits
surrounded
on
by water.
that's an island. That's an
Yeah,
island.
New York, Island, California, all these motherfuckers.
Okay. Look
New
inside. No,
Orleans,
okay, no, yeah. But
sponge. Got that sponge.
Mm-hmm.
New
I mean, shit,
Orleans.
you can't get in you can't cross, get to Maryland and Virginia with walking on land. You gotta cross the Woodrow Wilson Bridge to get across the motherfucker. If I'm trying to
Yeah.
get to y'all, I gotta cross the bridge. That's water in
Water,
between.
land, all of this shit, islands, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
more than deep. That's why you can drill and get water under you, man.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
types, man. And it was a good show today, man.
That was a bomb show today.
I swear that's not me.
Yeah.
Now, man.
I swear that's not me, yo. For some reason, man, his phone keep just cutting off, man.
Cause you saying that shit, you saying that real shit. It say, oh
Yeah, I
no, we
swear
gotta cut that. Like David said,
it's
we
like my
gotta cut. Oh
connection.
no, we gonna cut him
Yeah,
back.
my connection keep fucking me over, man. I forgot what I was saying, man.
The goal complete. That's what they wanted, man.
Oh shit. It was a good ass show today. These are the kind of shows that I be trying to have for real. Like full like dialogue for real. I'm all for that.
I'm back. You have 20 more of them, y'all.
Now, all you gotta do is send me the link, man. I'll be here.
That
I ain't
part.
going nowhere.
All right, y'all. This is the Great
All right,
Thanksgiving Comedy
day,
Show.
man.
BT Comics View. Lonnie Davis is headlining this. He'll be headlining a few other flyers that we're putting up today. A few people will be in attendance. Mr. Quan Williams, Shout Bout, David Funny Grand Me. I said Funny Man Green, the dude that you see up here in this corner right here. LA Josh Preston, and it'll be featuring DJ Blaze. This is a BYOB event. All the adults around here know what that means. If you get your tickets on the Eventbrite, you can say that $5 and then go towards one of them BYOBs that you're bringing in there in the first place. But neither here nor there, you got options, so you can get it $25 at the door if you got it like that. November 21st is the date of this event. This is at 8 p.m. The address is Virginia Avenue Event Center. Nice venue space. Good luck to everybody that's doing David's second show. Congratulations to David on having a second show and having other things lined up for the rest of the year. So I fuck with that. But this is 249 Virginia Avenue, Cumberland, Maryland, 21502. All right, this is Street Lines No Child Without a Toy, second annual, not the first one, but the second annual holiday toy drive. So that means this is something I assume they will be keeping going on for the from now until until the end of time, until they can't go anymore. This is from now, which is what's today's date? Today's date is from November 11th to December 13th of this year. You can help spread joy and love this holiday season by donating new unwrapped toys. Your generous contribution will bring smiles to many faces. So if you look down below, you'll see our sponsors and stuff for this movement. It's in conjunction with, let's see, I know it's 2 Max, it's Phil's Entity, you got Seven Mountain Ministries, East of the River Public Safety, it's a couple people, I'm sorry. But anyway, new or gently used toys is what they're asking for. New gently used unwrapped toys, crafts, books, and games suitable from ages newborn to 16. They ask that you please do not donate clothes or perishable items. There is a QR code, a link, and a number, as well as an address that you can reach out to for information. So Ricky Bryant at 202-258-2174. and 93 Fairgott Street Northwest, Washington, D.C., which is the Colony House. All right, this is the American Legion Post 55. Is presenting the holiday fundraiser, Clean Comedy Show. This is another event. When I told y'all that Lonnie Davis is headlining a couple different things, this is one of the other things he has going on. Also, as a feature would be Philip Page, which is the sponsor of the previous flyer we just had, one of the sponsors. By our very own DJ B-Man. We have Sandy Bernstein, Susan the Duchess Hawkins, and it's going to be hosted by Miss Barbie Brooks, somebody else that I see that's headlining shows. Hosting shows and stuff like that. Tickets are going to be $20 for the early bird special until November 19th. It's going to be $25 at the door. This is 115 North Bound Street in Bel Air, Maryland. The tickets can be purchased through the post officers, so anyone that you see on this flyer. And the seating is limited, so they are asking that you purchase your tickets as soon as you can. This is the Thanksgiving comedy show, headlined by Lonnie Davis. This one has a couple people in attendance, a couple different people on the roster: Ricky Bordax, Hannah Thomas, Miss Kiki, Callie, NCL Manny, Miss Vanessa Stewart, Fly J Jizzle, Shindo M. Johnson, Blunt B, Funny Man Green, Venom and Verse. And it will be hosted by Howard G. That's the Kiss My Bumper guy. I think everybody kind of grew up on that on the radio, so that's who that is. Saturday, November 15th is when this event is happening. The showtime is at 8 p.m. Doors will open at 7. $25 in advance. If you got it like that, go ahead and pay your $30 at the door. But whatever. Anyway, it's Cafe 12, 5627 Regerstown Road in Baltimore, Maryland. For tickets, you can Cash App or Zelle Howard G or 410-808-5805, which is his number. Food and drinks and vendors will be on the premises. All right, that must have been the last fly. The last fly.
Appreciate it, man. Everybody tapping in with us. Appreciate you popping in. That's my own. DJ Slickett. Yeah, you think I'm gonna hit before? You just got more gray today. I don't know. It's like you got more gray on.
I'll have that black player. It's different. It's white. It's different.
Peace, man. We up at.
This come from many. Yeah, this come from many years. You know.